game of the season. Tyler Challenger is just somebody.
That's a good one.
I've kept an eye on him. I really enjoy this guy.
Yeah. He just managed to find the spot. You know, they were juggling it around in the forward. Something we haven't is having them kind of, you know, sort of juggle it around a little bit.
Connor and I have talked here.
Slightly and stick around is just
waiting
like
for
that. Timer too. I love that. You know, when you get it on the stick and the stick is already moving towards the net. I mean, it's timer too. I love that. You know, when you get it on the stick and the stick is already moving towards the net. I mean, it's, you know, you just got to get it to him, and he's, it was beautiful.
There you go. Jordan Baxter.
I know.
Walking around, and I can tell he's, you know, for playoffs with your team.
Yeah. Team this year, I think. A guy, and I just a pesky player. Up.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Stupid penalty.
It's all about time. Like that one opportunity we had, JV, and they this much. I mean, JVV's the kind of guy you want to have having a breakaway, I think.
He's the guy that we call the get smart miss. But
yeah,
a lot of strengths. Tyler Challenger's another one. Houston Hurd is, but when he's right now, this year.
No, not really. But you know what? The truth of the matter is though, that he is probably, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he's going to do his job. Times out of 10, that works. You know, I think Huey's just a good, strong, very active player. I love the way he plays. It's just, you know, it changes just that. It just keeps getting better. I think asset.
He said not playoffs.
Yeah.
And team here, you know, with you know, a coach from another, and you know, Matthew Turk has, and you saw the quote that
I saw the quote and everything, and I'm like, you know what? I was kind of happy to see that. I think, you know, me and my friends, we've been having the chat about coaching and stuff like that, and it's like,
sure you have,
you know, sure we absolutely we have, but you know, sure we absolutely we have, but it's one of those things where, you know, he's only really had the team for like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
he got it
for the most part,
just before the trade deadline, and we were not active at the trade deadline. But I mean, he didn't really know the decisions. So I think you can turn a team around for the hero in.
Been said at one of the post games here, and we had him 12 weeks before kind of changed. And I remember Connor was like, "Holy crap, that's a long time." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you got to understand, like, he's an adult and these are young men.
Sure.
And he wants to take the time to get to know them properly.
And you got to have that assessment period,
and you got to
right?
feel out the other staff that you're working with. You got to get to know Braden Guy, and you got all that. There's just so much going on. And I think Robert Hughes actually. I was talking to him. I did an interview with him earlier.
Okay.
I talked to some other people. He's a great source. But a lot of people have said this team back in November when all that happened, and really, when we saw another assistant coach be removed before that.
Yep.
Mentally fragile is this team.
I agree 100%. Like, with all the change that's been going on and sort of the way it's gone on in some cases,
yep.
You know what I mean? That can't help but can't not hurt the team a little bit. You know what I mean? In terms of, them having, being able to play their game kind of thing. What is their game, right? I mean, you got to ask that, right? But, I think, knowing what we know at this point, I like what Turcotte's doing.
Yep.
I like the things that he's saying about the team. I like the prospect of the future, but I don't think we're going to really see the effect of Matthew Turcotte till we get probably halfway into next season. Then he's got it. It'll be his team.
Right.
You know what I mean? He'll get a chance to make his decisions and implement his philosophy and set up some of his strategies and some of his systems and things like that. And then we'll get a better chance to see.
There's still so much more that can happen, too, with changes. I mean, and interestingly enough, the draft this year is live. I don't know if you know that, right?
Yep.
So live in Kingston. And I was like, what do you mean live? Like in-person live.
Yep.
And to be able to do that, they haven't done that in like 25 years or something like that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I heard that we're sending scouts out to the international stuff, too, because we didn't really do much with the import draft in the last little bit either.
Yeah, so I can, yes, there's a lot of that going on.
A lot of the stuff.
And the ownership, Mark Guy, I had another good conversation with him earlier today.
Okay.
You can just tell in the tone of voice the commitment that they laid out at the beginning of the season.
100%.
Is still there.
I love the letter that we got as season ticket
They're
holders.
all over it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the future of this team for sure.
Yeah, the commitment, too. Connor Burke spoke with Jay Peckham. Spoke with Jay Peckham.
No,
Connor
I'm
Burke
Jay
spoke.
Peckham.
I know. Spoke
you
with
having
Jake.
a stroke?
I am.
Okay, just checking.
With Jake Bory.
Jake Bory. He's a good dude.
Jake filled him in on the commitment of this team and that what's happening has not been acceptable. Not this season, but the last three.
Yeah.
And he said, I wish everybody could see what this organization is doing to make it work. And I think we're going to see some really great big things coming into
I'm excited.
next season.
As a fan, I'll be here. I got my season tickets already.
Yeah. It'll be interesting in Kingston how that goes, and I think
Sure.
That's. You always hear the rumors around the rink, but I can't really say much more than that. But I know they're just north of $1.25 million are committing into renovating
100%. That's amazing.
Arena. So that alone.
Yeah, their commitment is clear. And they seem pretty happy. I got a chance to meet the coaches and chat with yourself and Jake at the trading card day.
Yep.
And it was good. I think Coach sounded really positive about about the future of the team and about what we're doing. Maybe this year, we're just going to have to look past it now and find a way to move forward. And I think it sounds like they're pretty excited to do that. Braden Guy seemed really excited about it all.
Yeah.
So, but that was a ton of fun on trading card day.
Trading card day. There you are. You were like the guy.
Yeah.
And you were the card bully.
Well, you know what? I was trying to complete my deck.
I know.
Thing.
You had an interesting story, if I recall, about needing a Matt Martin card. Talk about that.
I have to. A couple of shout-outs will happen in this story, but as most people know, I got pretty sick about 2.5 years, 3 years ago now. And during that time, I'm still a big season ticket holder and a big fan of the Sting. And, even when I was in an emergency room one day, they actually wheeled in a screen so that they could put on the Sting game. It was just amazing. But at that point in time, like, I've been collecting cards forever. One of the things you see in that photo is my binder, where I have literally every single card that the Sting has ever collected or ever put out. And I've been collecting them for all the time. And I got, for the last probably 10 years, I've been having them signed every year.
Yep.
And when I spent a lot of time in the hospital, I have to give a shout out to Jake Burrows and the rest of Sting Nation, because they went way over the top to help me complete my card set, knowing that I was a collector.
Yep.
And that I wasn't actually able to be here to trade. So they were awesome. But I got in there, and all I had left was my Matt Martin card. Yeah. So I sort of sat down in a chair, and I was harassing a few people on the way.
Okay, there it is.
But I was giving out cards.
It was in true Sting spirit.
Hey, is there anything you need? And I was giving out cards and asking about whatever. But I came across a guy that I met from Sting Nation.
Yeah.
His name is Jason Keller.
Okay.
And so shout out to Jason. So I just, he saw my binder, and he, came up, and we were chatting and stuff. And I told him the only thing I needed was a Matt Martin card. And he's like, well, I've already got one set, and I've got a Matt Martin card, but I'm not willing to trade it.
Not breaking that up, no.
He said, but I'm trying to get another set, so I'm going to go buy some cards. He said, you know what, but given your status and all the things you're, got going on here, he said, if I happen to get a Matt Martin card, I'll come back and we'll talk.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, fine. So 15, 20 minutes went on, and I was chatting with other people and stuff. Jason comes back, right, just as I'm getting packed up, ready to leave, and he goes, guess what? Bought 10 packs, second pack in, he found a Matt Martin card, and he just handed it over to me.
There you go. Cool.
So I'm like, dude, I gave him the rest of the stack of traders that I had left over, my extras. I gave him the whole damn thing. I was done. My card set's complete. You can have this, do and make as many sets as you can out of it. And it was just awesome. So
what is it? Congratulations.
But Sting Nation is awesome for the trading card event. Yeah. Because you can put out, here's what I need.
It was a great turnout for it.
It was awesome. Yeah.
So what is? I've never been. I kicked knowing what I know now. Bobby Orr Jr.
You met Bobby.
Took over.
We were all done.
What is it?
You don't. Anyway, sorry, friends.
You're gonna have a fight over here?
No.
Okay, because we had enough of those.
But what is about trading cards? I don't know. As a fan, I'm kind of one of those all-in sort of guys. I don't know if you've known. But, so I like collecting things, and so I started connecting a little bit of Sting memorabilia and stuff, and the cards, something they put out pretty much every year. There's actually been 2 years that they didn't produce cards. But, when I started collecting them, I thought, well, I might as well try to get them all.
Right.
And I had some neighbors that played for the Junior Sting, and they had some of the older sets as well, and they just kind of gave them to me and stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's just go. And then I used social media and stuff like that to try and build it all. It's cost me a couple of dollars, but, I can look back now, and I remember a lot of guys.
You got a lot of stories
in there. There's a lot of stories in there. So
you've met a lot of people along the way.
Marco Caprera and even Matt Martin, and I met Steve Stamkos. I've got his signature a couple of times, but it's just there's some big stories in there.
I've got the first season of the Sting poster.
Okay.
So I got Al Letang, Trevor Letowski in there, and I got Al Letang to sign it.
I got all those cards.
I pressured him in the corner one night.
Nice.
But well, congratulations to you on that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And I know I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, of course, you got up on the Jumbotron for being the season ticket holder of the game. Yeah. Might have been a little pressure on the team here to do that.
And you know what? And I love them for it. I can't tell you enough how much I'm a Sting fan.
I said too. I said, boy, you better get that Jay Peckham up there, guys. Come on. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
That's awesome.
But 25 years, that's great. You've been here since day one, and
pretty close.
Congratulations on all that. And it's nice to know you're doing a little better with your health. That's
very
good.
much so.
Stinger back out on the ice, 1-0. Patrick Quinlan continued on in the pipes.
Yeah,
thanks
doing a
to
great
Hughes
job.
Intelligence. We got our friends up there. Thanks to Hughes Intelligence for those tickets, and Joe's Discount Tire coming on to support us as well. Connor, we'll be back. Second period intermission.
Perfect.
Hopefully fight-free and a big score for the Sting.
Yeah, that would be good.
All right. I don't know if you saw in the first period, if you watched. He always watches, I guarantee it. But we labeled the ending the Jay Peckham.
Ah, nice.
I said, we don't want to label this. They named something after me.